This is part A of the Kudilar television channel being broadcast on the internet under the banner of Baby Angel Geronimo Editions. This is Monday, the 3rd of June 2024. The most important news being carried in the mainstream in the UK, in our view, is the news about the mass murders by Narendra Modi by depriving people of water. Water supply is being rationed intentionally by the Narendra Modi regime, Hindutva regime in India, murdering, massacring hundreds of thousands of people. These are Hindus, but these are not Hindus that are recognized by the Hindutva regime fronted by the criminal against humanity, Narendra Modi. In one of the hottest seasons that is affecting vast parts of India. And the Sunday Times yesterday, promoting the regime of Modi as billionaire's Raj, concealed most of the facts and the evidence. And the headline obviously was in denial of the ongoing massacres taking place across India in this season of so-called election. In the nearly 80 years since August 1947 formally came to an end, and the two countries emerged. One on the 14th of August 1947, Pakistan, Bangladesh, it was East Pakistan, and the bigger demography contained in the country that is India. But the India that is now contains parts of Pakistan and other countries annexed by the large. The people in the nearly 80 years that have benefited from replacement of the British imperialists by the native imperialists, big business, military conglomerates, constitute less than 1% of the population of the country, India. And the vast majority of the people across the country who are demographically majority Hindus are not recognized when it comes to their rights and needs. Most of the infrastructure that exists across India and has emerged in the last nearly 80 years is ramshackle, in need of repair, and the current ongoing massacre by heat, by denial of water of hundreds of thousands of Indians is proof of what has been going on, symptomatic, typical of what has been going on for the nearly 80 years. And in that period, the so-called British media, Western media, has suppressed the facts of the massacres of the people across India. There is no democracy. Most of the country, that is India, that is situated in the increasing desizement of the Muslims, who are numerically the second largest demography in the country, is something that is in violation of the founding purpose of the United Nations organization. But the United Nations resolutions passed about Kashmir and the annexation of Kashmir by the Indian regimes started not just when Narendra Modi fronted Hindutva regime came into power. Kashmir violated by successive regimes fronted by Jawaharlal Nehru, then by his daughter Indira Gandhi, wrongly called Gandhi because she is Indira Nehru. The Gandhi name that has been attached to her has been cynically misincluded to mislead people to Mohanlal Karamchand Gandhi from Gujarat. The Gandhi name that Indira Nehru had was the name of Feroz Gandhi, a fire worshipping descendant, but the marriage didn't last very long. And Feroz Gandhi is wrongly attached to the name of Indira Nehru. The Indira Nehru continued the annexation and the denial of the human rights and the civil rights and democratic rights of the Kashmiris, as well as the democratic rights of Muslims in other parts of the country. There is no opposition to the Hindutva regime in India fronted by Narendra Modi, and he has now assigned himself as a deity. He is claiming now that he has been sent by God. It is like the devil claiming to be sent by God, the Satan being sent by God, and there is no comment against this kind of assertion by the Hindutva regime in any part of the British media. In fact, they are promoting him. Narendra Modi was greeted by Donald Trump, now the convicted criminal, on 34 counts of crimes, when he was suppressing the rights of the Muslims, something that Donald Trump more than widely welcomed because he had said, let's ban all the Muslims. That is how the e-bill, Trump announced himself as a candidate for the post of president of the United States. According to the law in the USA, after being convicted of 34 crimes, Trump is liable to be sent to prison for 4 years, up to 4 years for each of the crimes that he has been convicted of. Of course, That is not going to happen, but that is the legal. Back in the United Kingdom, Diane Abbott, the carrier of the T-shirt showing that she is the black section, Labour Party black section, who was elected for the first time as part of the Labour Party black section propaganda at the 1987 general election, has refused to listen to the advice of our friends and well-wishers and has announced that she is going to stand as a Labour candidate for Hackney and Stoke Newington. And she says that she is going to win for Labour. Exactly which Labour she is referring to is not clear. Because when she said of the political murderer of the Labour Party, Keir Starmer, in which case she is not going to the election, and on the assumption that the election produces the result with the majority of the Labour Party candidates being returned. It is likely politically murdering. And Abbott is not going to challenge most of the things that Keir Starmer will represent. One of the lines that George Galloway of the so-called Workers' Party has claimed in the weekend, in commenting on Diane Abbott, is that she has been a very serious supporter of the Palestinian people. That's a lie. Diane Abbott is not a serious supporter, not a dedicated supporter of the Palestinian people. Nor has she been a serious opponent of racism, either in the Labour Party or elsewhere in the United Kingdom. Diane Abbott actually takes the line that is taken by most racists on the so-called left in the United Kingdom, including the fascist Michael Portillo, who she went to some form of schooling along with. The line that Andrew Brilopad-Neil is taking in the Sunday Times yesterday about Donald Trump is that the American judiciary that found Trump guilty is rigged, and that a convicted criminal is therefore qualified and deserving of supporting, qualified to expect and is entitled to and deserving of the increase in the votes that he will get. That is what Andrew Brilopad-Neil is saying. That's the same line as the evilness personified Boris Johnson has said, who has dismissed the conviction that jurors, the judiciary, the prosecution examining the evidence of the various crimes committed by Donald Trump, everything has been dismissed as if the United States Constitution doesn't exist. The United States system doesn't exist. We shall be updating on all of these in due course. This is just 15 minutes long video ending at 0750 GMT on Monday the 3rd of June 2024.